Now Shermfire takes back to Summoner's Rift. He is the OPL's MVP. He is certainly the
Now we have to see where the priority remains, though. Aatrox is still up and available. Infinity getting their pick of the litter when it comes to
guys played. Then, you know, they can put some big pressure on Bio.
Now seeing how they round out this first ban phase, securing themselves a solid
on Shern, because this is probably his 2 most played champions from what I have seen recently. And that is not what I expected coming out of the Direwolves lineup.
Without new picks that can just delete a single member, maybe you can stop Direwolves from setting themselves up in that position, but they're not going to let it happen. Is this... All right, Lissandra going into the mid lane.
Yep. I think that is a little bit...
Can they bring it back? A rough day 1 could turn into a miraculous day 2, and quite frankly, already has. But another win here sets them up for a beautiful set of tiebreakers, depending on how the rest of the day plays out. Direwolves on the opposite side. Shermfire finally returning. Not the start that they wanted. Been a lost game. 7.4k gold deficit at the worst moments in those games. Turning it around with 2 team fights. Kotopako turning the gank around with some fancy footwork. Triple may just be caught out here. Nocturne now coming in. Self-ulti is going to be forced out. Trying to buy a bit more time as Kotopako makes it out to safety. Can they turn this one? First blood with the flash forward from Triple. Fired back on the opposite side for Infinity, but well played to turn the situation around.
Yeah, it certainly was, and Triple just trusting himself in that situation.
And enough to keep Triple alive, but kind of as predicted, no summoners burn, so we're going to see more focus here in the mid lane against Triple, and it makes sense. When you see that Azir game, Azir champion, we usually expect to wait a few items before it comes online, but Triple was making plays throughout the course of the game. Now, however, it looks like he's just going to die. Solid Snake pushes the R, but Kotopako pushes his 2
picks during the mid game, because right now the...
So it's like it may just be the time, locking LeBlanc down, not really a lot of options for her to run through. Kotopako now running for his life, all to use, cleanse immediately going to be the follow-up, dashing out to safety, and Shermfire just left chasing. Not going to get anything, but here comes the Nocturne to try and turn and burn right immediately onto the Lissandra. Not quite enough damage to pull back. The Fear still going to connect. One more auto. Solid Snake gets it. Shermfire's in no man's land. The flash forward. That's the double for Infinity. With the immediate follow back from King. Oh, the kill! Out of nowhere. Direwolves collapse on the Infinity lineup. Kotopako, though, still going to make it out to safety. Not going to be able to chase him down in the jungle.
Yeah, don't even go for it. Instead, they just preserve. As we already mentioned, I think there's a lot of pressure on him, and he's losing out in this jungle matchup. Solid Snake having a very impressive early game.
Now a little bit of aggression on the bottom side. Kai'Sa going to look to go in for a little bit more, forcing out the Devour from Tom Kench. Can't stop himself from getting stunned, however. Trying to buy a bit more time for King to run out of this one, but the Braum is doing so much damage. That's the Kai'Sa ulti being used up. King is going to fall, and now their eyes are set on Cupcake. May just make it out to safety. Not going to push for the dive, but Infinity with the 2v2 kill. And quite enough priority, but it does mean that bot lane is free to hit onto that tower. Now Cupcake coming in, the TP coming in. Direwolves going to look for the turn. Haven't quite found anything yet, though. Renyu's still completely untouched on the backside. Now the Nocturnal comes out. They can't see the Kai'Sa. She's weaving in and out of the fight. It's effortless. Lissandra ulti is not followed up whatsoever. And here comes death and destruction for the Direwolves. Shermfire turning as much as he can. That's 2 kills. Getting traded back and forth. But at the end of the day, the 3 for 2 in favor of the Infinity lineup.
And that was such an impressive ultimate. Now Relic once more.
One more. Gonna bring him back. Fear beyond death. And there's not another name for Tilted after that one. Direwolves have to pull it together after a play like that.
And Infinity are just rolling at the moment, going to be able to translate it. The reason that Shern is such a highly prized possession, but I think that the persistent of Solid Snake and Kotopako to really stick to that game plan is impressive. They go again.
It's coming out, chaining it together. The Tom Kench doing what he can to save his AD carry. King's gonna get spat out. He's gonna try to move his way back, but the Braum is blocking any follow-up, and Shermfire dies before he can take anyone else. Left all alone under the tower. King goes down again.
And one more time, they make the play. They get everything out of the Direwolves, and there is no response. They're also moving in on mid lane. It's not in Shern's wheelhouse. You know, that must have been a call coming from someone else on the team. One more time, they want to start up the fight.
King running for his life. He may just burn down inside the Tom Kench.
Oh.
He does. Killing spree now. They're going to try to take him out. Tom Kench might just get a snack, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Nocturne now running. The Braum is there to defend, but the shutdown comes in for sure. And Lissandra over the wall wants to lock up the 80 carry, wants to bring it back for the Direwolves, but the concussive blows are there, and Renyu is running for his life. The Aatrox burns him down where he stands, and Kotopako now looking for the retreat. Can't go for the fancy footwork, trying to dodge his way out. Triple does not hesitate to flash in. Kotopako gonna burn his flash as well.
Oh.
Dancing over! Oh my god, outplayed! BioPanther can't get anything back. Kotopako is just styling. Where did this guy come from? Pretty much just always be scared when this ulti is up.
Yeah, it certainly should be. I mean, last time the Devour came through and it still didn't do anything. You can just see they're looking to attack the side lane. Kotopako goes in, he's in trouble.
trying to run out, trying to get his way to safety, but has so many tools to get away from the hard CC here. Just wants to focus on taking out the opposition, wants to leap to safety. Skarner gonna bring him back though. Nearsighted, not quite enough. Kotopaku getting pulled back, but he still manages to live. King gonna burn him down, shut down for the side of Direwolves. Exactly what they needed to bring them down.
Yeah, and a little bit of disrespect. Relic looking for the continued fight here.
Gonna continue leaping in. Now Urgot ulti has been tagged in. Aatrox wants to bring it back, hitting so many members. All the damage, and Infinity now on the retreat. No one will be going down yet.
And I want to see some of that mid-game aggression that we have seen, maybe now.
Nocturne ulti is going to be used right onto the Aatrox. Of course, does have the ultimate available if he wants to use it. Not going to use it quite yet. Wants to use it shortly to Fear, just not quite enough. Biopanther will be forced down. Turnfire now coming in. Looks like they're going to back off and just be happy with a single ultimate in the end.
Ultimate for ultimate, and you have to say that, you know, if you get it out of the 2-0 Aatrox or the 6-2-6.
Sandra now looks for the follow-up on a little Blanc. Isn't going to go through with it.
I would rather get out the Nocturne ultimate, because now all of a sudden the map pressure not as much. They go forward one more time.
This team is not hesitating to try to find the play, but Triple's going to find his way right into the back line.
Oh.
Moving forward, 4 members locked up. Not quite the damage they needed, but here comes the follow-up from the Direwolves, now hunting down the individual members. That's going to be the double for Biopanther, or got in the middle of everybody. If he can get the ult, maybe the Fear can help him turn it, but it's too little, too late. Firing shots back into the belly of Cupcake, and a beautiful fight for the Direwolves. Yeah. No strangers to 50-50 Barons. Sure wants a heroic moment, a heroic comeback. It would be smiting this Baron. 600, not going to get it. Nocturne secures it. Direwolves, are they going to look for the fight? The Bar's ulti goes wide, but Triple is in the middle of everyone. Buying what time he can. Biopanther going in. Ren, you already taking down Turnfire. 2 kills already down. Solid Snake taking everyone out on the back line, and this is disaster for the Direwolves.
And the teleport just came too late. Triple not willing to go into the fray immediately. They commit to the Baron. They take the team fight, and now they can look to push into the base.
Spawn, I cannot believe the confidence from Infinity, despite losing out on some of these plays, just to continue forcing over and over again, to find a weakness in the Direwolves lineup, and right when it matters most, they managed to sneak that Baron under the noses of Direwolves, take the fight to follow. Are they going to be greedy enough to go for the end? I don't think so. Use it here. Kotopaku just trying to find a flank, trying to find an avenue to go in. Going down a little bit of poke onto Triple. Triple, I think pretty obviously looking for a flank here. Infinity are going to know that this is coming, and they're just moving down into it. Triple. Ulti now already forced out. Nocturne ulti going to be used. They're going to immediately go in on a Triple, try to lock him up. He's going to make it over the wall, but right into no man's land. Not a lot of doubt left in this team fight. Infinity just clearing through the Direwolves lineup. Turnfire running for his life. Braum blocking everything that Direwolves fire back as the double kill does manage to go through. Varus takes down the Braum. The fight just continues, though. Renyu untouched is just having a field day in this fight, though, as they clear through the Quadra. Are they going to give it to him? That's the Penta coming through for the Kaisa.
And you wonder why they compare the young man to White Lotus, able to style on the Wolfpack and guarantee his team the victory.
0-2 start, 2-0 finish. Beautiful from Infinity.